Hello everyone. Today we will be solving a problem from Codeforces round 191 division 2 flipping games. So let's see what the problem has told. Lahore got bored, so he invented a game to be played on paper. He writes n integers a1, a2 up to an. Okay. Each of these integers can either be 0 or 1. He is allowed to do exactly one move. He chooses two indices I and j and flips all the values ak for which positions are in the range I and j, and flip the value of x means apply any operation x equals to 1 minus x. The goal of the game is that after exactly one move to obtain the maximum number of ones. So we have to write a program to solve a little game of lahu. Input will be an integer n and the second input would be the n number of integers. It is guaranteed that each of the n values will be either 0 or 1. Okay. Output, you have to print an integer that is the maximum number of ones. So basically what the problem has told us that we will be given a n number of integers. Each value will be 0 and 1 or 0 or 1. So we have to choose any two indices I and j such that all the values within I and j will be flipped, means 0 will turn into 1, 1 will turn into 0. So we have to return the maximum number of ones that can be obtained after exactly one move. So let's go to the code and see. So basically what we will do is we will apply the cadence algorithm. So in this code what we will do is we will take the number of inputs, the number of elements. So if the num can be either 0 or 1. So if the num is 0, what we will do, we will increase the sum, that is we will change it to 1, and if the sum number is 1, we will decrease the value, and we will count the number of ones present in the original array. And then if at any moment the sum is greater than the maximum value, we will store the maximum as the sum, and in any stage if the sum is negative, we will store sum equals to 0. Finally we will return the summation of the number of ones count and the maximum sum of the continuous array. So let's code it out. Include bits slash stdc plus h using namespace std. Okay. Int main. So first of all we will take the number of elements as n, c in n, then we'll take the inputs, the elements. Okay. So we'll run a for loop from int I equals to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. We'll take the number as an input. So if the number equals to 0, what we will do, we will increase the sum, means increase the sum. So let's take it here. We will increase the sum. Else if it is 1, what we will do, we will decrease the sum, that is we will change it to 0, and we will increase the count of the number of ones. Okay, for that we have to take here count equals to 0. It will store the number of ones in the original array. Okay, so if at any moment the sum is greater than maximum value, maxi will be equals to sum. So let me initialize maxi equals to int min. Okay, and if sum at any moment becomes negative, we will store sum equals to 0. It is normally cadence algorithm. Okay, and finally what we will do, we will print display the count, the number of ones in the original array, plus the maximum subarray sum. So that will be our answer. Let's return 0. Let's take an example. Yeah, it's showing fine. Let's see the next one. Okay, let me try down you this example if you have some problem in understanding. Okay, so first of all is it is 1, so the sum we have taken as 0. So for that if the number is 1, what we will do is decrement the sum, so it will be like -1, and for the first one what we will do is we'll decrement the sum will become -1 at first, and then it will be 0 as it is a 0. Okay, so we'll write as 0, and the count will be 1. Okay, the count will be 1. So for the next one 0, what we will do is uh, we will increment the sum. Okay, as we will changing 0 to 1, we'll increment the sum and the count will remain as it is. Okay, for the next also will be the same. We will increment the sum will now be 2, as it will change to 1, and the count will still remain as 1. Okay, for the next example, for the number 1, what we will do, we'll decrement the sum. Now the sum will be 1, because we have decremented at 1 and we have found a number 1 element, so it the count will be 2. Okay, and finally it is again 0, then the sum will again increase, so now again the sum's value will be 2 and the count will remain as it's 2. So we have iterated all the elements. Now as we will return the final maximum number of ones, it will be like sum plus count, that is it will be 2 plus 2 equals to 4. So I guess we have got the answer right. Let's download it and let's submit the code. Yeah, it's running absolutely fine. So we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.